Hello everyone, John here with another little video. Today we're going to be having a look at some funk playing, and there's loads of great videos of this on YouTube. So I thought I'd just show you something slightly different, because normally when you learn funk, and it's a good way to learn it, you can play this 9 chord here, and it's good because it sounds really good to start with. So I am going to show you that, but I'm also going to show you some little things that I was doing on the front there, which was moving some other shapes around, so you can do something else instead of something like that, you know. So I'm going to put this in a playlist. There'll be 3 videos. So the first thing I'm going to do in this video is just show you that funk rhythm, just in case you don't know it. I'll show you that 9 chord, and I'm going to show you some other shapes as well, alright? So first of all, let's start with the right hand. Now what you're doing here is just hold the guitar neck and just do a little strum like that. And hopefully you'll get that sound. It's a muted sound, alright? Now with this hand, you're going to try and play 16th notes. Now if you don't know what they are, they're 1 E and a 2 E and a. So you're going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that's very important, because if you get out of sync of this type of playing, if you're finding it very difficult, it's probably because you're doing 2 downstrokes or an upstroke or something like that. You know, so keep that wrist going. It's quite loose, all right? You might find at first it doesn't feel loose. It feels like that, but anyway. Now think of this, you can count this as 1 E and a 2 E and a, or think of something stupid. It's a good idea. I think of Piccadilly, 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 because I'm from London, so. All right, there we go. So you can think of that and try and mute that and get that sound. Right, let me show you this 9 chord, because I'm sure, you know, if you don't know it, I'll just go over it quickly. If you put your second finger on the 7th fret of the A string, your first finger on the 6th of the D, and then this is a tricky part, your third finger is borrowing the G, B and E on the 7th fret, and you get this, all right? So now, what you can do with this shape is you can leave your fingers there, but just lift them up, you know, so you're not pressing down over anything. And then see if you can do that Piccadilly rhythm. By the way, this finger is muting that E string here, so it doesn't ring. Okay. So you've got that, which is nice and easy, same as before, nothing too difficult. So think of that, Piccadilly, Piccadilly. Now, what you want to do to make it sound funky is choose one of the beats to hit. So, you know, you can, if you're thinking of counting it, 1, so you're pressing down on the 1 and the rest will be muted. If you're thinking of Piccadilly, think of pick. All right, so I'll do it both ways. 1 E and 2 E and Piccadilly, Piccadilly. All right, so see if you can do that. So I'm pressing down. That might sound terrible at first if you're new to this. All right, that's how it sounds a bit faster. And the creative side of this is great, because it's up to you where you want to choose to put the next beat. So you could put it, say, on the, you know, depends on how you're thinking, 1 E and 2 E and so, you know, you can leave one bar, Piccadilly, Piccadilly, or 1 E and 2 E and then you can add another one. So what was I thinking there? I was thinking, in terms of Piccadilly, Piccadilly. So I'm still keeping that going, and that's on the Lee. Piccadilly. All right, so let me go round a couple of times that. If I was counting it, 1 E and All right, 1, and then I leave a bar free. So Piccadilly, 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 Piccadilly. So there's one bar free in that little example. All right. So, you know, if you speed that up a bit, let me start slow. There we go. So that's that. Take your time with that, all right? And you can choose where to put these little beats. Piccadilly, 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 Piccadilly. You know, and sometimes they don't sound good slow. But when you speed them up, they sound good. Now this shape, the other thing that everyone uses this shape for is because you can move this little finger to the 9th fret up to here, same rhythm, Piccadilly, 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 Piccadilly. All right, so there we go. There's a little trick. That's why that one is so good. Okie dokie. So that's the first bit. We've got the rhythm. You may have known that already. And we've got this 9 chord. Adding that little finger as a 13th chord. You may have known that already. Here's something you may not know. Let's do some other shapes, all right? Let's do some 6 shapes. So here is a 6 shape. All right, this is like a D minor shape on the 12th fret. It's 12, 13, and 14. All right, so that's the first shape, shape number 1. Shape number 2 is this. This is barring down on the 9th fret from the D, G, B, and the E strings. Shape number 2. It's the same chord, by the way, just what they call an inversion of the chord. So the notes in a different order. Here's the last one, shape number 3. All right, this is 4 on the E, 5 on the B, 6 on the G. Okay, why are we doing these shapes, I hear you ask? Well, here's a cool little thing you can do with these. So you could go so we're doing the same thing, Piccadilly. I changed the rhythm slightly, that was going all with the chord ringing. And then the last one not ringing, Piccadilly. Now they sound quite funky, which is good, but we want to start moving around. So here's a little trick you can do with these. You can move those down. So I'm going 12, 11, 10, same shape. Shape number 1, shape number 2, 9, 8, 7. All right, and the last one, 4, 3, 2. I'm thinking of that as 4, by the way. Okay, so I'm keeping that groove going. Piccadilly, Piccadilly. And then, so Piccadilly, so 2 strikes on that one without moving. Piccadilly, 1 E and a. All right, you can count it that way. Same rhythm. And then you're leaving that 1 bar blank, so. So, Piccadilly, 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 Piccadilly. That, by the way, sorry, that last chord I did, just to make it sound a bit finished, was an E triad. That's 12 on the B, 12 on the high E, 13. Now that sounds quite good. Okay, so there we go. That's our first little video here. So far, to recap, you've got this rhythm, Piccadilly, Piccadilly. Choose where you want the beats. For that 9 chord, you can add that finger. And then C, once you've got that, so you can kind of add these things. So you're making some movement there instead of just staying on one chord. All right, so that's lesson 1. Go over that. That might take some time if you're new to this type of playing, especially keeping that going. It's pretty difficult. So next lesson, we're going to have a look at some other 7th chord shapes. All right, and in the last lesson, we'll try and put it all together. All right, with some little lead bits as well. So have some fun with that. Remember to subscribe if you can, and I'll see you in the next video.